Hello and welcome to another MCO market update on DOT. Yeah, we are here on the larger time frame on the Polkadot chart, and we can see that the market has possibly started a wave 2 bounce. That's in line with what I highlighted to you in the last few videos, where we, however, only took a look at the shorter time frame. Yeah, so you might remember from previous updates, I gave you targets and everything. Those have been reached on the smaller time frame, so we'll take a look at those in a minute. That all adds weight to the thesis that we could have started at least the yellow wave 2 with standard resistance in the region between $5.31 and $8.84. Again, standard resistance. Yeah, so we'll see if the market could get there. This would be part of an ABC structure to the upside, most likely. And the A wave is likely still unfolding. So this is what I would track for the yellow count. Yeah, again, 531 to 884 is resistance. Now, if we get into that area and there is a strong move down or any sharp decline or anything, impulsive move down, then it would likely be the start of a third wave to the downside from the resistance area. For now, the trend is up in the short term, and there will be support levels we can add to the chart and so on the smaller time frame when the time is right. For now, I just wanted to give you an idea of the overall context, because in the yellow scenario, a larger top might already have formed, and we are just simply now in a bear market rally. Okay, so this is a wave 1 to the downside, wave 2 to the upside, wave 3 to the downside, wave 4 to the upside, wave 5 to the downside. So this is what we would track in a 5-wave decline. However, we keep the door open for a rally in wave C, so that this wave 2 never topped. It's rather unfolding now. And it would be quite a complex correction then, like an A wave up, a B wave flat correction with an overshooting B wave to the downside. That's quite bearish, but it would still allow for a rally in wave C, potentially to the $11.27 plus area, which is the 100% extension of the initial A wave. Oftentimes, an A wave and a C wave have the same length. So that's how we get to that target. Also, it would all play out within the same range. You see those range boundary lines in yellow? So we could easily get to the top of the range again and then maybe get rejected. But obviously, it's too early to say. If we get rejected there, we will have to take a look at the price when we get there. For now, the focus is on higher prices, and we take a look at the short time frame to get a good understanding of what the relevant micro support levels are that we are tracking, right? So what are these? Well, on the smaller time frame, as you can clearly see, we are tracking a target area in blue. That was kind of the next target, next resistance area. The price has reached that area now. And that area is defined between $4.09 and $4.51. So why did we define this area? Because the initial rally could be an A wave or a wave 1. The pullback was likely the B wave or the wave 2. Based on that, I projected for you the next upside targets, I think even in yesterday's video. Okay, so we've already reached that area, and I highlighted to you, I think in yesterday's video, that if we want to call it a third wave, really as part of a 5-wave pattern that's unfolding, which would be part of that white, more bullish scenario that I just showed you for the larger rally, right, on the long-term chart. Well, ideally, the internal third wave there in white should get to at least the 138% extension, so $4.34. We're nearly there, okay? We've reached $4.17 now, and we nearly touched 123.6 extension already, but that's normally a little bit too weak for a viable third wave. So what I would prefer is for the price to stretch a little higher, more directly in the third wave, then form a fourth wave and a fifth wave. So we need to go a little higher for me to call that a viable third wave, $4.34. Then I will add support for wave 4. If we can hold that in any pullback, then the focus can be on higher prices or remain on higher prices in a fifth wave. After we have 5 waves up, well, we can call that a wave 1, yeah, and it would be a wave 1 in the white scenario that might eventually take us to that $11, I think $11.20 plus area. If we get any rejection before, it might be the yellow count and would give us further clues that this is only a rally into resistance that I shared with you on the larger time frame. Earliest indication that a top of sorts is in place in yellow wave A is a break below the last swing low here at around $3.93. So this is really the nearest micro support the nearest key level really that we are tracking. So yeah, focus is still on higher in the short term, especially as long as that $3.93 level is holding. Don't forget that $4.34 and $4.51 are the next micro resistance levels, the next targets actually. That's the update about DOT. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.